I'm still working on my muscles. I'm still working on my love muscle. Yeah. I'm working on every single muscle.
The love muscle. Is that a love muscle? Is that the love? Somebody gotta get him a new button.
That's your title,
bro.
That's your title.
But that's where, bro. But I'm telling people, man, it's somebody.
The love muscle.
Oh, the love muscle. Yeah.
Hopefully, when I turn 40, I get me a love muscle.
Hey, just keep living, yo.
This week, our show is brought to you by our partner in crime, Organifi. Organifi is an organic superfood supplement line that makes quality, trusted nutrition convenient and accessible. Their most popular product, Green Juice, can supercharge your life, restore that glow, and help you feel decades younger in just 30 seconds per day without having to worry about shopping for ingredients, mixing and blending them, and then cleaning up afterwards. All ingredients are USDA organic, vegan-friendly, and made without GMO ingredients, gluten, or soy. Where else can you get superfoods like chlorella, moringa, spirulina, wheatgrass, ashwagandha, and turmeric, just to name a few? So make sure you guys check it out at www.organifi.com/success. That's ORGANIFI.com/success.
I wake up every single day. I am who I say I am. And I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelles. You're not average. You're not even good. You were born to be great.
What happened?
Man, this one is bad.
Come on.
I don't even know. No, it's bad.
Come on.
Because it's not, man, y'all about to like change my whole reputation.
We've been on this podcast 6 years. We ain't never heard about you throwing
reputation, though. We don't want to change your reputation.
This about to change my reputation,
change it.
I'm about to say one line that y'all understand. It was a
Oh, yeah.
It's y'all about to mess my reputation up.
Yeah.
No. This was, dude, it was, we were having, like, I was talking to somebody else. We had school, as kids. And said something, whatever, something smart. And I responded, oh, this is years ago, I don't remember. But dude slapped me across my face and broke my glasses.
Wow. Ooh. It wasn't the face, it's the glasses.
It was the glasses, E. It was the glasses. Look, when I tell y'all, man, it can't be a fight. It was not a fight.
Oh, yeah, they go reputation.
I'm talking about my whole reputation is gone.
All right, edit that. Yeah, we edit. We're going to leave that out. We're going to leave that out, Carl.
I told y'all.
He tried to tell CJ.
I tried to warn him. Bruh.
All right.
Hey, he was 15.
Organifi.
He graduated at 15, so he probably 12.
Oh, my gosh.
He probably 12 would have. He graduated from high school at 15.
Yeah,
He
I'm
probably
telling
about
y'all,
12 years old.
This was, yeah.
Hey, dog, you know I'm only
Listen.
still a couple years released from the police department.
Listen,
you can't tell
if
me
you're-
stuff like that.
If you're wondering why we blacked out Carl's story, and y'all looking like what we had, like, so.
Where did that come from?
No, it's CJ fault because Carl said it's going to change my reputation.
Hey, listen.
I just told
He didn't
you.
care about his reputation.
Listen, now we're not playing that. That's coming out. But just know that we did not know Carl
I was going to say that.
Jason Bourne.
Take us to the deep,
In order to really, dog, get that follow through that we talking about, bro, you have to have endurance. When you not in shape, and when you don't have endurance,
can't be in the deep end without it.
the first thing that leaves you is your technique.
Wow.
Yep.
That's the first thing.
First thing.
The first thing to leave you, and every coach knows this, is your technique. Bro, my trainer, and see, Carl, they both experienced it.
Which one? Mark, I
I got to go experience one.
Both of them. But when my man had CJ and was showing him how to do the curls and stuff.
Same the day before Carl died.
Right. It was all about the technique.
It's all about your form.
But when you're tired, the first thing you start doing is just trying to get through the reps. You just doing all this, lifting weights like this. You don't even care about your technique. You're just trying to get through the reps.
What's the word? Get through.
Get through the reps. Even though you're not doing it right, it's not effective.
Even doing reps.
It's not even effective.
You're not even doing reps.
You're just out here doing it.
It's actually hurting you at this point because you're putting back strain.
Oh,
and
you
do
just
stuff.
just doing whatever because you're just trying to get through the reps.
Yeah.
but you don't have the technique is not there because you don't have the endurance to keep going. So that's the thing I need y'all to know, to work on.
Yeah.
You gotta work on your endurance when you're looking at relationships.
Yeah.
That's why I said I don't like beginnings.
Yeah.
You know, I remember telling Camille back in high school, we 15, 14 years old. And I remember just sitting around and all these other boys, they just liking her. And they like, oh, girl. And I'm sitting over here like, yeah, I just don't really like beginnings. I'm like, look, I know right now what I'm saying to you is the same thing that all these other boys are telling you right now. But you're going to see what I mean 30 years from now.
I'm going to buy you a jogging suit.
Because
I'm going to buy you a jogging suit.
A jumper.
With the jumper.
With the jumper. Because my endurance,
Yeah.
my endurance, I don't give up. I don't stop. And the more and more, oh man, it's the complete opposite. With these young boys that's talking to you right now, this is the best they gonna ever be. But I get better and better over time because I'm still working. I'm still training. I'm still working on my muscles. I'm still working on my love muscle. I'm working on every single muscle I have.
Love muscle. Is that a love muscle? Is that the love? Somebody gotta get him a new button.
That's your title, sir.
Bro.
That's your title.
Love
That's where,
muscle.
bro. But I'm telling people, man, if
What
somebody
is the love muscle?
the love muscle.
Dirty dancing.
Hopefully when I turn 40,
Dirty dancing.
I get me a love muscle.
Hey, just keep living, young. Just keep living.
Some kind of way you get that button in every episode.
I thought that went over your head, dog.
Oh, man.
That boy said, I'm still working on my love muscle.
Muscle.
Hey, that's a muscle.
And he meant it pure, but ain't no way to go pure with that. No. Ain't no way.
Hey, my bro.
Keep your love muscles away from me.
Can we
That's
get
all I
back
know.
to the topic,
Carl,
please?
be careful over there.
Endurance. Endurance.
Bro,
Mom.
Not your love muscle and
Yeah,
No, not that endurance.
Yeah, endurance.
Hey, but don't trip.
Endurance.
That's it.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back.
Bro, you gotta have endurance in every area of your life.
every area. Let's go. That's the message.
Oh, bro.
But no, even with the 77 properties that I went into, I was building my endurance.
Yeah.
So now I can go into anything. I can keep going. I don't stop.
So when we came in, my man said, manpower. So I'm like, what? He said, manpower. He said, how many wives you have?
Oh.
I said, one. He said, for this, you need 4.
And what they don't realize is that when you get on first down, all those first downs add up.
Oh,
It don't just add up to a win, a touchdown. It adds up to a ring. It adds up to another ring. And then the rings start turning to buildings. And them buildings start turning into businesses. And then all of a
Then
sudden,
the rings go to your girlfriend at 5 years old.
oh, let's go, bro.
Getting them rings.
But that's what it's about.
No
People
question.
don't see that, man. They want to play that short game, man.
Hey, I just want to ask, just again, for our listeners, what's the difference between like, yo, I think I got my shot, though?
Ooh.
What's the difference? Like, ooh, I think my man open.
He open. He by.
Hey, I learned my
what's the
lesson.
difference? I'm just asking.
Can I answer that?
Yeah.
I learned my lesson sophomore year. I was at quarterback. Promise you. I was at quarterback. They had just moved me to varsity. And then my coach was like, hey, King, the actual starting quarterback was hurt on varsity. They put me in at quarterback. Sophomore team, I was killing it. Only played a couple games that went to varsity. My coach told me, throw to the tight end in the flats. He told me this. He said, King, throw to the tight end in the flats. I seen my boy though that grew up with me on the block.
No doubt.
And you know he fast.
The homie.
And he told you in the huddle, I'm about to be open.
I seen my boy do. Hey, his name.
I'm open.
Hey, and then my boy name is Doobie.
Yeah,
You got a name like
Doobie.
Doobie.
Yeah, gotta
Doobie
throw
gonna
to
do it.
Yeah, Doobie gonna do it.
Doobie
Yeah.
sent me off in the huddle.
Yeah.
Doobie was like, Jay, I got my
I'm
man.
wide open, bro.
And I was like, coach. And
What
all
he
I'm
say,
thinking,
Mark? What he say?
I got my man. Jay, I got my. And,
got him,
and
bro.
Doobie was on varsity already. I'm
Yeah,
a
yeah.
sophomore moving
Oh,
up.
so you know Doobie telling the truth.
Doobie was the
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I was like, all right, dude.
Yeah.
And the coach already said, King, throw to the tight end in the flats.
Bump the tight end at the flats.
Doobie took off.
Ain't none of the cheerleaders checking for the tight end in the flat. They want this home run
Bro,
ball
I
right
remember
now.
this like yesterday.
Yeah,
That's why I can answer this question.
Yeah.
So I get up under center. Boom, snap the ball. Boom. Tight end. He only about 6 yards, right? So the tight end only gonna get 6
Carl
yards.
going crazy.
You know what I'm saying? The tight Doobie puts his hand up.
Oh.
I was like, oh,
Doobie
I
open.
see it. I was like,
Doobie
oh,
open.
let's go.
Doobie
I was
open.
like, it's on.
Yeah, it's on. Ah.
All of a sudden, dog, the free safety come over the top.
Dun, 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 dun.
Snatched it. dog. Snatch that bedfellow, dog.
Wow.
I get back to the sideline, dog.
Bobby Boucher. Bobby Boucher.
Hold on, no. My coach is
Coach
snapping
about
on
to
me.
kill you.
Pissed.
Doobie done like a co-captain.
Yeah.
I thought Doobie was gonna come over there to my
Yeah.
rescue and be like, Coach,
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah.
Man, Doobie was like,
Doobie ain't say nothing.
You ain't see that free safety? You shouldn't have thrown it to me.
my man, Doobie was
Doobie
over
didn't
there.
take responsibility.
Bro, he was quiet like a church mouse.
Wow.
So I learned from that point on in life, bro.
Yeah.
Call the play. I mean, run the play that was called.
Yeah. Run the play.
Run the play, dog. Don't look down there. Hey, if we doing business, and hey, we talk about this what we gonna do, and then hey, okay, yep, we gonna do these properties, we gonna do this. And all of a sudden, though, I see Doobie down there with something else going
no
on.
question.
Doobie got some other kind of business. Somebody.
Fourplex.
Oh man! But I got the play. I'm running the
fourplex.
I'm running the play.
My first
I don't let. Hey, so that's a mental note.
Yeah.
Don't let the Doobies in life
Yeah. Oh, come on.
send you off. One thing I love about real estate is that every building I've ever bought, I put my hands on the bricks.
It's real.
I touch it.
It's real.
I claimed it. Oh man, it's already mine. It's
Somebody
real.
cut that clip of Marv speaking to Carl like that, looking in his eye. And Carl gazing back into his eyes.
It was real.
Cut that
It was
clip.
real, Mark. I'm with
Just
you.
cut
It was
that
real.
clip right there.
I felt it. He said real connections, real relationships. I felt it.
We respond some type of way to this.
It's real.
Carl love language is physical touch. That's
Ain't no need to hide it. I know.
I was like, God, I'm ready. Like, I messed up. I don't want to be homeless no more. I don't want to be living out in restaurants and sleeping in abandoned buildings. Like, it's cold in the Midwest in the wintertime. And it's cold. And I had a hard head, and I was disobedient. But that negative 10 inches of snow, it'll break you. And I'll never forget, God told me, go to church, and when you finish prayer meeting, pray out loud that you need help. Because your pride has not allowed you to ask for help. And there are those of you sitting here right now, you are one person away from starting your rest of your, but you are too prideful to say help. And I went to church and I prayed a prayer at prayer meeting. Help me, God. I need help. I want to do the right thing. And the family was like, we heard your prayer. You can come live with us. Now, you have until August. If you do not get accepted into Oakwood College, you got to go. But if you go to college, you can stay here as long as you're studying for your GED, pass it, fail it. But once college starts, if you don't go, you out of here. Y'all already know the story. Stayed there for 8 months, passed, went to college. Stop helping people that don't want to be helped. And I say this selfishly for those of you who are like, I still want to help y'all. I still want to let 75 people in the conference. I do. Now this year I only let 4 in, but I really do want to help 75 because they help me. Like again, listen to me. You know what I'm talking about. My wife is sweet. Like she studied, she passed the boards on the first time. Y'all know those tests ain't to be a registered nurse, to be a lawyer, those tests ain't easy to pass. She passed it on the first time. It makes sense. She don't need a lot of help. She good like that. I need help. I still mess up words right now. I still stutter. We was walking today, it was a word, venerable, and I was reading to my wife. I said vulnerable. My wife was like, yo, I thought you was right. And I kept looking like my MS, he's right, I'm seeing it wrong. She looked up the words like, that ain't vulnerable. I was like, oh, I saw vulnerable, right? So I still need help. I'm still not the man. I'm good at one thing, speaking. And so I want to help because I know what it feels like not to be able to do something and need help. I know what it feels like not to be that guy. Like, I know what it feels like not to be the what do you call it? Like the most popular, the most likely to succeed. I was never that guy. I was always, my boy was the most likely to succeed. My boy always won the 50-yard dash or the 100-yard. I always came in second or third. I was never number one at nothing. So I know what it feels like not to be the one. I know what that feels like. So I'm always trying to help the underdog to become number one, because now I know what it feels like to be number one, and it's a good feeling. I didn't always know what it felt like. I was the butt of the jokes in school. I was that guy that people was dogging out because I was short. I was the one that people picked on. Now, you know, I grew up in the city, so I wasn't scared, but they still picked on me because of my size. So I know what it's like to be an underdog. I wasn't always number one. And so my heart goes out to the underdog. But I'm learning some underdogs, you just gonna be an underdog for the rest of your life because you just don't want to get the mentality of a dog. And you gotta make that transition. You have to. And so to C's point, I got tired of bringing stray dogs home and they start biting me. I got tired of stray dogs biting me. And I was like, no more stray dogs. You're gonna have to go get your shots. You're gonna have to get trained. And you're gonna have to prove that you deserve to be in this house. And once you prove you deserve to be in this house, I'm gonna take care of you for the rest of your life. But I'm not getting bit no more by stray dogs.
Hearing E talk about that, just that gratitude, bruh. I'm all about legacy, about family. And I just seen my babies, man, go off to school. This is the first time all three of my children, man, all going to the same school, right? So Ayana is a senior. Yeah, and then Jasmine is in 8th grade.
You got them pics, Carl? Put them up. Come on.
Yeah, Jasmine in 8th grade, and then little Jay in kindergarten. So all three of my kids, man. And then the beautiful thing, bro, I still remember taking Ayana to kindergarten, right?
Wow.
Taking Ayana to kindergarten at the same school. And now Ayana is taking my youngest son. Ayana's taking Jazzy. They all three of them getting in the car to see me and Camille follow behind them going to school. Imagine
helicopter parents.
You seeing all three of your babies, man, going to school at the same time.
Yeah, come on.
Man.
Come on.
Look at the fit. Look at the fit.
Bro.
Yeah, what's happening? Ready.
Bro.
I'm bringing the other one.
Yeah, this is his first day of kindergarten, bro. This is what I prayed for, man. Look at that. Just look at that. Bro, not only I done prayed for that house he's standing in. Yeah. I done prayed for my son. I done prayed for my daughter, prayed for the car. It's like seeing all your prayers, man.
And I think you weighed the same amount when you dropped Yanni off that you dropped off.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. I was looking the same exact, man.
Wow.
Look at that, bro.
Maul even dressed like him. And he wore a little Jamal shirt.
Didn't I? I actually don't see why you tripping. His shirt was too big for me. I had to go down the side. I had to go down the side.
You know what I'm saying? He looked like he borrowed one of the kindergarten shirts and just blew that mug out.
Hey, they don't have enough thread.
They
don't have enough thread for all the muscles, Maul.
Bro, don't hate the player, hate the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? Big Tommy. But no, bro, it's just amazing. Oh, then Yanni, because Yanni was a big time singer. So Yanni drove.
His daughter's on a marketing promotion.
Bruh, outside the school, imagine you following behind your children and your daughter, your oldest daughter is a senior, just turned 17, just, driving her own car, and then you pull up outside, and then here it is, while you dropping your other children off, you got a billboard of your daughter just sitting outside, man. I'm just blessed, bruh. I'm in a spirit, dog. C sent me a text the other day just talking about gratitude. Yeah. And I'm just in the spirit, bro. And this ain't got nothing to do about money, bro. Like I said, dog, I don't want to go get started on that, dog. But money, dog, it's about all the things in life, man. Just to see my children, dog, private school, seeing them just happy, seeing them live their life on the left side of the menu right now. And it's just a beautiful thing, man. I'm loving it, bro.
Just wanted to be able to dog him out to his face. But he didn't answer me. I don't know where he at, running around here somewhere. But we had a conversation, and I asked him to do something. And I was like, yo, for Make Real Estate Real, I think it was like, I need you, do X, Y, and Z. And I followed back up a couple days later, and I was like, oh, did you get that done? And he was like, I sent out the email, but nobody hit me back. And I was like, okay. And I was like, bro, like, what you mean they hit you back? He was like, I tried. Like, I literally, he showed me the email. He's like, bro, look, I sent it. I said, okay, what day did you send it on? He said, Thursday. I said, well, it's Wednesday. We coming up on a week, and it's still not done. And he was like, bro, I'm telling you, I tried. I sent out and I said, thank you for trying. But unfortunately, I don't make the rules. So I want to take this to the next level. I don't make the rules. The mortgage company does.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I actually sat there and tried to call him in his face. You think I'm playing? I hit the number to my mortgage company that was taking too long. But I was about to ask them, do they accept try it? No, I'm for real. And then I said, Kel, my problem with you? You were trying there. You a trillionaire. I'm about to get you a T-shirt.
Somebody's
that
stealing
just
that
say
right now.
trillionaire.
See, somebody's stealing that concept and act like they came up with it right now. Shame on you, the person that's listening to this, and you about to do a whole
trillionaire.
workshop off of it.
You a trillionaire, bro. You balled out. I'm talking about you buying out the club.
Wow.
You buying bottle. You making it rain with the try.
Let me try and buy you a drink.
Fam, I'm talking about you walking up on baby girl like, let me try to take you to the movies, boo. Here he come right now.
Wow.
Hold on, let me put it on so you can hear. I got it on my head. Oh, come here. You live on the podcast, and I'm just dogging you out. So he know. Kev, what did I call you? What was the word I coined?
Which one?
Earlier when I said you try a lot.
Oh, a trillionaire.
A trillionaire.
You hear what I'm saying? So what I'm explaining to them is what we're talking about right now is how I'm trying to get you to go from I'm trying to actually executing. And I gave him the example of, I said, Kel, if you my boss and you tell me, all right, CJ, I'm going to pay you $10, but I need you to bring 10 apples here. And then I give you $10, $1 per apple. And you go, bet, I'm on it. And you come back 3 days later with 5 apples, or I come back 3 days later with 5 apples. And I say, yo, let me hold that $10. What? Like, bro, it was 10 for 10.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then you gonna say to me, you said 10 for 10. I said, wait, but I tried though.
Try to sell them.
I tried to get that. They was too high. You feel me? Like I couldn't get to them. I couldn't get to the apples because they was way up in the tree.
Right.
And I only got the ones that was on the ground. So, but let me get my 10 anyway. And I'm trying to explain to him when you go from not just employee, but again, I don't make the rules. If you could ball out with the try, I would be the main one. Like, let's go.
Let's try.
Let's try.
Let's try.
Fam,
Try.
you know how many folks will walk around here with Bentleys if you could pay with try? Somebody, you listening to the podcast, call Bentley tomorrow and be like, hey, can I buy one of them? I got a whole bunch of tries over here.
Hey, see, ain't it funny that on the job interview, nobody says that they can try to do it, the job.
No, and thank you.
Carl spent the week with Maul working out. And I spent quite a bit of time working out with Maul, and I know how I felt when I left. But Carl, this is your first time going in with Maul and the trainer. Why don't you tell us how you feel? You still look withered.
Hey, no, I'm talking about bruh. The first day, 100%, I had to stop. I'm not gonna lie, I had to stop. Now, it was my fault, and where we talk about this? Oh, we talk about in the BU call, Maul.
Yeah.
But it was my fault, see, because I decided I'm in this phase of life now. Carl, do things different. So we staying downtown, the Swiss Hotel. Shout out to Ted. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna hit the city bike. I'm gonna just go to Mall on the city bike. I'm not gonna Uber. Mall is like 6 miles from there. So I jumped on the city bike, rode over to Mall's house, and I'm like, yo, Mall, got my cardio in. What we hitting? Let's go. Mall said,
what they hitting for?
We doing legs. I said, what now? He like, oh yeah, this leg day, bruh. The experience with his trainer, Mall, my legs, not exaggerated. That's probably 2 weeks ago. There's still a tight spot in my leg right now.
I'm trying to find a picture to send to you.
I
need you to post.
Like that.
I'm gonna send you the picture of you working out and C working out. I'm gonna send the video.
See, no. I'm still stretching this morning from the pain that I had over there. So what he did, and I'll explain it to people. It's complete isolation. So we're doing leg lifts, bro, it's a typical leg lift, but instead of the leg lift where you just come up and down, he made me go halfway hold, up hold, halfway hold, down hold. That's one. And we're doing 20 of them on each leg and then both legs together. So just walk that through in your mind. So halfway up, halfway down, one. So I don't know how many exercises like that, Maul, and what he did see, it wasn't like he was like, hey, do 20 of them and let me know when you're done. That Negro was watching me.
I got the picture too,
looking
Carl.
right at
I'm
you.
sending it to you. Make
Looking
sure
straight
they're
at you.
sitting. Go for it, Maul. What you said?
Now I was about to say, make sure that I'm about to send when it's download, man, I'm gonna send a video and a picture. But that right there, that workout, man, is just something different. It wakes up your leg. And that's the reason why I got a trainer. And I tell people, and going back to Yanni, imagine your children seeing you doing something like that every single day for years. And that's the type of mindset. So now it makes them go out, and when they working out, they just like, oh, this is natural. This is how I'm supposed to feel. This is what daddy go through every single day. And so I have my children see this. I had them see me wake. I mean, let me tell you something. I was about to say that I don't want to get up and work out every day, but that's cap. I do want to get up and work out every day. But some people don't want to get up and work out every day. But I do it, though, even days that I don't feel well. I do it because my kids are looking, man. They are watching. You know, I got pictures and videos of Trey watching CJ working out at a young age in my gym and then working out with him. And it just becomes part of it's just like when they see you do anything else. You know, it's certain things that I need my kids to see growing up. I need them to see me, you know, praying. I need them to see me loving on their mother. And I need to let them see me working out and not eating bad food and just being, you know, that grand, because that's what makes me me. And it's important, man. I think a lot of people talk to their children about certain things. They tell them things, but they not exemplifying it in their life. And so just that beating that Carl took the other day, that's the type of beating.
Look at his face. Mommy!
Bro,
I want to go home.
he watching every move, counting every rep. This is where it started, Ma. Keep going. I'm going to show y'all where it ended. This is where it started.
No. I was just saying, man, that's just a different level. And Carl works out every day.
I promise.
And that's the thing, man. That's the thing that, you know, and even with C works out every day. This is my gym. I work out every single day in my gym. But then when I had that trainer come, it took it to the next level, man. There's different levels to it. It's different levels.
This is where it ended, C. This is where it ended right here. Bruh, not to be funny. So I completed the leg workout and my body was exhausted. And the trainer explained it to me, C.
Are you dead right there?
Pretty much.
Like you're in the casket.
Yeah, pretty much. Yo, he explained to me like, yo, I don't want you to work out on a fresh muscle. It's not growing like that. He's like, the whole point of me running you through all that at the beginning was to get your muscle fatigue, to get you to the point now where you have to push past comfortable to get to the point where your muscle is actually working beyond its capacity. That's where it's going to grow.
Right.
Bro,
right.
I'm not kidding. My legs for 2 weeks were hurting. Yeah. Now, Ma, I still worked out. I still kept everything going. But at the end of that workout, my body had never been through that, see? So we did legs and we were supposed to do curls. I probably made it through half the curl exercises before. I was lightheaded.
Man, I'm trying to find the curl. With
the curl CJ. One, I can't play that. You gonna have, I can't play that. I'm out there screaming, see?
Well, no, I'm talking to what CJ was doing. We all screaming, bro.
Oh my gosh. Hey, like again, I'm just saying, like his point was to get you past that comfort. Like, yo, this is where growth happens. So his whole intention, and he's watching, I was telling Maul, he is watching my muscle. Like he not just sitting there watching me breathe. My man watching my muscle to see, oh, it's shaking now. Okay, I got him where I need him. Hold on, Maul, I just got it. Hold on.
Which video is this? The CJ or you?
I don't know. I just saw you send me something. Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
Hold on, let's check it out. I don't know. I ain't find it yet.
Oh, hold on. Oh no, that's E sending a voice message. I thought it was something else.
Yeah, no.
But
it's the real deal.
But watch
if you
this,
ever want to die, just go over to Mall Career Workout.
That's it. Did y'all see what I sent y'all this morning? I'm gonna try to find my own thing to pull up. Y'all saw what I sent this morning and yesterday, though, right?
You running with Jordan
this morning, bruh. I woke up. And I don't even know how he got up, but I'm heading out the door. He's like, hey, daddy. And I'm like, what's up? He's like, where you going? I'm like, to run. He's like, can I come? Bro, I just started smiling. I'm like, absolutely. He's like, should I run with you? I'm like, bro, whatever you want to do. He's like, I want to ride my bike. I'm like, come on. I want this to be a good experience for both of us. Bro, I did 3.8 miles and he did the whole thing with me. And Maul, here's the truth. I usually run 3 miles. Bro, I was exhausted when I hit that 3 mile mark, but I'm like, yo, my son is watching me.
Yep.
I'm running till I get back to the house because I'm like, I'm about to walk. I'm like, nope, you run until you get back to the house. So now I'm looking at him like, yo, you not going to walk till you get back to the house. So, bro, I'm trying to set that. I ain't TJ. I ain't got him out here doing all that yet. But I'm like, yo, I want you to make sure that you see me not falling and getting weak like I'm pushing through. And I told him, bro, I'm exhausted right now. He's like, for real? I was like, yeah, but I'm going to make it back home. And he was like, oh, okay. A special shout out to our longtime sponsor, HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable, and that's why it's America's #1 meal kit. The new year is a great time to focus on what's most important to you. Whether it's saving money by eating out less, learning to cook, or prioritizing your wellness, HelloFresh is here to help with endless options to make cooking at home simple and enjoyable. HelloFresh is 30% cheaper than shopping at your local grocery store. Plus, you can be safer in these unprecedented times and skip those crowded checkout lines. According to the Zagat Dining Survey, HelloFresh is 72% cheaper than a restaurant meal of the same quality, and that's more money to put toward those other 2022 goals of yours. If you're looking to eat healthier this year, it has never been easier. There's the low-cal, carb-smart, vegetarian, and pescatarian options every single week, and no matter what you choose, every single recipe is packed with fresh produce sourced directly from farmers. HelloFresh offers 50 weekly recipes featuring a range of flavors, cuisines, and ingredients so you'll never get bored. Try something new every single week. And like I said, it does include veggie, calorie smart, family friendly, and gourmet options. And there are more extras than ever before. HelloFresh's selection of delicious add-ons is getting bigger and better every single week, featuring quick breakfasts and lunches, protein, savory sides, and crave-worthy desserts. Go to HelloFresh.com/success16 and use the promo code success16 for up to 16 free meals. And get this, we're still in the holiday spirit, and 3 free gifts. Again, HelloFresh.com/success16, Use the same promo code success16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts.
E used to tell me, like, yo, stop getting the wings crispy. Like, I like them like dinosaur bone. Like, I like just big. And I'm like, okay, E, like, nobody likes their wings like that, dog. Like, yo, everybody like their wings crispy. So if I call Wingstop or if I go to B-Dubs or wherever I'm just going to get regular wings from, I always say fried hard, right? Fry them crispy. Put a little extra on them. My wife, you know what I'm saying? Train, family. We just, you know, so then I met E, and E was like, we went to B-Dubs one time. I was like, fried crispy. He was like, don't fry mine crispy. I was like, what? And he was like, he took offense. And I was like, oh. So up to this point, he's the only one who I knew. And again, I'm not paying attention to everybody wing order, but I put in the crispy joints at Wingstop, and Maul and Camille like wouldn't even eat them when I got to the crib. They were fire. And they like, oh, it's dry. It ain't got
ain't no meat on it.
Are people out there really not ordering their wings crispy? Like, you don't
Maul,
like
hold on, listen to me, Maul. Here's my challenge. Now, I don't say this publicly, but here's where I have to let C know he's a narcissist, right? Here's how this. I gotta let it know.
Publicly, by the way. So.
Nah, it's just us. It's just us.
I'm ordering.
Yeah.
I'm allowing the cook and the kitchen to cook it the way they cook it. This they menu. This how they cook their chicken. So I just order the chicken and they bring it to me. Right. So I'm not about to tell them I don't want it the way you do it. I need you to extra crispy. Now, I will be honest.
Carl, you better jump in and body slam
I cannot take this argument from you, E.
This Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I cannot take that argument, E. I've never seen you go to a restaurant and order
I'm just being real.
on the menu, E. Never.
No, here's the deal. Maul, here's where they're getting confused. I order what I want. I never tell them how to make my food. I never say, cook it this long, cook it this hot, put these seasonings in it. I'll never do that. I just tell you what I want. Now, I have to be honest, because I don't need it to be swayed my way. My wife does do what CJ does. She can't eat her wings the way they cook them. Didi has to have them. About to burn them.
But you know
like,
why,
what are you doing?
Because
she about to burn them. She like, I want them done extra well.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, whatever that means. So my wife is like CJ. She does like them crispy. So we have to order separately because I don't like my meat Maul look like it's about to burn to death and it's hard and it's tough. I like them the way that they cook them at Wingstop.
What's so crazy is that C wants his wings extra well done, extra crispy.
Yeah, that's Didi.
Hold on. But then when he orders steak, he want that bedfellow still alive.
I'm talking about it's hardly cooked.
I'm talking about,
it's hardly cooked, bro.
I'm talking about one time she cut the meat and the meat jumped on the plate. I said, brother, the meat is still alive.
Just knock the chill off.
The meat is still alive.
Just knock the chill off. I just need you 1, 2, 3.
You have to be fair to CJ, though. You have to be fair because we don't ever know
When he the black CJ or the white CJ,
yeah.
we don't know. And
He's
it's not for me to decide.
Yeah, no, that's
it's not for me to make that decision.
No, shout out
so
to
I do understand there's certain things he does. The butter right there on the table. I can't debate that. That's CJ being CJ. I can't debate that. So there are times when he like Huey Newton, and the other time he like Abraham Lincoln. And I, you know what I'm saying? I don't always know the difference. You know, I don't always know when he gonna pull out what.
Hey, listen, that is very true though. My white friends did put me on the medium. You know what I'm saying? And medium rare. I didn't even know that was a thing because I thought you could get sick if it was blood on the plate.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they ran me through a whole scientific experiment that showed that as long as it gets to above a certain temperature, it ain't no difference than you eating it like shoe leather or you eating it with a little blood on it. So I stuck to the steak that actually got a little flavor. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna burn the flavor out the steak, but leave a big old.
But you burning the meat
wing.
out the chicken. All you eating is crust.
Nah,
Bro, that's all you eat,
No,
bro.
that's it.
It's crust.
No, when Didi ordered crispy like that, Maul, I swear it's like half the meat then dried up on the inside of that boy. But here's what I love though. If I go to a Caribbean restaurant, you know, they never give you all dark meat or white. So what we'll do is I'll just give Didi my dry white and I'll take her juicy dark meat.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Pause.
Whoa, you take her what?
You heard what I said.
Don't make
Hey, no more. I have to remind CJ all the time. I get parents who like, we watch this with our children.
I promise
so I
you.
always try to keep it PG-13.
Hey, listen. Who better to teach them than me?
Right. Thank you.
So listen, if you're out there, I'm gonna just throw it out to the people, and then we'll come back next week. Somebody create me a poll, show this clip to the people, and then create a poll. I just want to know because I didn't know. Again, I thought E was the anomaly, and then I got around all of them. I was like, whoa, it's other people who like their wings severely undercooked, jumbo, dry and jumbo and chewy. So now that I found that out, I want to take it to the people.
And I know my daughter don't eat crispy either. I don't know about Jalen. But Jada don't do the crispy
Carl,
boy
we didn't
either.
get your opinion.
We don't do the crispy at all. We do it regular.
All right. Well, I think this is a good debate because this ain't cultural. this ain't cultural because I know some black folks who definitely eating their stuff crispy. So when you listen, if you're out there in podcast land, shout out to the vegans. This segment ain't for you. If you're out there in podcast land,
be
how do you
fair. I'm
order
sure there's
your
some
wings?
vegan chicken and they like theirs crispy too.
Some impossible chicken.
Listen, it's impossible for you to get into this conversation if you don't eat chicken. So if you're out there and you're listening, when you go order your wings from any wing style, we talking about, you know what we talking about, wings, you know, do you order them crispy or do you order them regular or how do you order undercooked, overcooked, whatever it is? I just want to know. Again, I'm not mad. It's your preference. You eat them however you want to eat them. But and for me and mine, we're going to say well done or crispy or something along those lines. So let's take a poll and actually see what the people think. Obviously, that is of extreme importance that y'all vote my way so I can come back and talk trash on the podcast next week. All right. They have no clue what's going on. I didn't tell them. Let's see. Okay. Uh-oh, there she is. Okay, yeah, let's get her connected. Andra, can you hear us?
Hey guys, how are you all?
We're great. How are you?
Right. Good.
All right, let me set the scene real quick. Jamal and I have been arguing yellow cake versus chocolate cake.
I'm done. You know, and only on Monday we could have done this. I'm about to call up Harold's Chicken. Go ahead. I'm going to call Harold's.
Listen. No. No, wait. Listen. If you've been listening to this podcast over the last year, you know that we've had this ongoing debate about yellow cake and chocolate cake, all right? So people just, and Maul just keeps instigating. I tried to let it go, Andre, I really did. And then, Maul sends me a video of somebody eating a donut that got chocolate frosting and yellow inside. Tell CJ, what is this? So we've just had this long-going, debate, feud, if you will. Now, I will say this, as I introduce our guest. I moved to Atlanta maybe 10 years ago the first time, right? And we lived over in the Vinings, and we just happened to stumble upon a place called Cami Cakes. And my wife, being a huge cupcake fan, was like, yo, let's go. We went in there. I promise y'all, the most phenomenal cupcakes you have ever had in your life. Listen, y'all know me. I'm not even big on sweets, but that red velvet cupcake, I don't know what you're doing to it, and maybe
and maybe she could show like give us a preview at some point. Oh, look at it. Oh my. Oh,
that look like
Listen,
butter.
no, I'm telling y'all, it is the best cupcake you have ever had in your life. It is phenomenal. So, anyway, I figured, since we were having this, long-standing debate, that I would bring in the number one cake person in the United States. Now, I will say this as I get ready to introduce her. She's an amazing entrepreneur. First of all, I didn't even know it was Black-owned when I went in there, and I want to give a round of applause for Black excellence. Because let me tell you something. Andra actually was the first place I ever went to that had the iPad joint. Everybody got the trendy iPad stuff. Her stuff just on another level aesthetically, everything she does. So I wanted to give her a big shout out, but then also to bring her on. Now, as I introduce her and let her just tell a little bit about herself, I want to let Jamal know, and Andra can confirm this, I have done nothing to sway the jury. I have done nothing to sway the jury. And this is an honest woman. Don't call her a liar, Ma.
I'm calling you a liar.
No.
I don't even know her. I'm calling you a liar. And you're not
said don't call her a liar.
Hey.
I love it, Carl. I love how you quarterback this.
Without further, Carl, mute Ma. Without further ado, ladies, y'all give a big hand to Andra Hall.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I am so honored to be here.
Glad to have you on.
Started Candy Cakes back in Jacksonville, Florida in 2009, came to Atlanta. 2006, came to Atlanta in 2009. So, we're still here and we're still doing the pandemic and all. So.
I love it. I love it. All right. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to take a few minutes to plead my case, and then I'm going to let my counterpart, Mr. King, plead his case, and then we will let you settle this once and for all.
Oh, I swear. Why don't you let her speak and then just hear what she has to say?
Oh, no, I wanted to give her the background. She doesn't know what the foolishness that we got going on. She don't know nothing about it.
Just ask the questions and let her answer it without being swayed.
We're just going to say our opinions.
Isha, we flip a coin in Super Bowl nature and see who go first.
If you scared, go to church, dog.
We went to church yesterday.
If you scared, go to church.
Went to church yesterday.
Go back to online church.
Fine. I'm sitting here just saying, let her just tell us.
She got to know the opinion, or she got to see how we phrased it. She got to come in on because it may not be a straightforward answer.
But you're gonna sway her, so let her just say what she's
I'm gonna ask you a question, and you bump that. I'm gonna ask you, and you tell us the answer to it.
No. It could be more complex than that. So again. And I'm the host of this show, so y'all be quiet.
See, that's the problem, Carl. He tell you which day to be on, what time. He hosts the conversation.
When to talk.
My point, Andra. I apologize for them, Andra. They don't know how to act. We never had a guest before, so so this whole thing. I just want to give her a backdrop. You know what I'm saying? We got listeners, Ma. You can't just jump into stuff. I'll teach you how to do it later. So Andra, this started because we were somewhere and somebody said, hey, if somebody says, bring me a piece of chocolate cake,
right?
What does that mean to you? And I said, well, if I told somebody to bring me chocolate cake,
right,
it's got to come to me. And the base of the cake, the actual cake mix has to be chocolate in order to call it a chocolate cake.
Yes.
So my point would be that no matter what you put on top of it as a frosting, it doesn't necessarily make it that type of cake. It makes it whatever the cake is plus the frosting. So I was actually surprised to know that there was another group of people out there. And Jamal does have a lot of supporters. Maul has a ton of supporters on Team Maul that say that, I guess, any type of cake that you just slap chocolate frosting on is actually chocolate cake. No. Hey, I'm giving my side. I'm giving my side.
Oh, bro.
I'm about to give you the floor.
Be a police officer.
I'm about to give you the floor.
Couldn't be a detective.
So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking in my head, so anything you put on top of it just makes it chocolate. So if I got vanilla ice cream and I put some chocolate syrup on it, does that make it chocolate ice cream? I didn't know his logic, so I didn't understand. But he said where he's from, if you have a yellow cake and you put chocolate frosting on it, that's considered chocolate cake too. So that's my only point, was that in order to be a chocolate cake, it has to have a chocolate base, and then whatever else is cool. I guess you can do strawberry, whatever on the frosting. But again, Ma, you can plead your case. Go for it.
First off, thank you so much for even
indulging in this.
No questions asked.
But she at work, Mom.
Hey,
You know,
Mom.
from one entrepreneur to another. I know you so busy and you ain't really got time for these kid games like CJ doing, but I appreciate you. So,
No, who trying to sway the jury now? Maul trying to flex his muscles. Maul done got a tighter T-shirt.
My muscles right now.
It's not hard to do.
I'm not flexing my muscles. Excuse me.
I'm honored to be here.
That piece of cake that's right next to you, I think it's to your right. What is that?
That is caramel cake.
It's caramel, but it's yellow inside.
I got it.
But it's yellow
the
inside.
frosting is
It has caramel on the outside, but why is that called caramel cake? Why is that called yellow cake?
I put it here for a reason.
Okay. Come on. So is that all you? Is that you going to do any more?
I want to hear what she has to say. CJ.
All right, Andrew. Okay.
But this is what kind of cake?
That's a chocolate cake.
That's a German chocolate, I think.
And it has what kind of frosting? Caramel frosting.
I can't see it. What does that say, though?
You can't see it.
Yeah, read it to us.
These two cakes have the same type of frosting, but without any description at all. You immediately identified this as a chocolate cake.
Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
This is no description at all. You would identify this as a what?
Well, caramel cake, because
Yellow cake.
I saw the
No, caramel cake. You would say
Have the same frosting on them.
Okay. Okay. I would have said caramel cake only because I know it to be a caramel cake. I don't really hear the word yellow cake often used.
right. And so that's a caramel cake,
Right.
but it's a caramel.
That's just by name, but by this.
Oh man.
Oh, she went out.
Went out. Oh man. CJ did that.
No. Andrew, come
CJ
back.
cut her off.
No.
This is a chocolate cake with caramel. This is a yellow cake with caramel frosting. Name. Right?
Okay, Andrew, start over. We lost you for a quick second. We got you back. We got you back. No, we got you back.
Up, you went out.
Oh, okay, I went out.
Okay,
So,
we got you.
If you didn't know the names, I'm bringing these two cakes. Let's see, if we're at a restaurant. I'm bringing these two cakes to your table. You don't know the names of them or anything. I say, here's our chocolate option, which is a chocolate cake with caramel frosting. Here's another option. It's a yellow cake with caramel frosting. So you don't know the names. I understand your logic, but by description, one is chocolate, one is yellow.
Now, can I ask you a question? And I had nothing to do. I'm not in this, but I do want to ask you a question.
Yes.
I don't know that I've ever heard anybody describe a yellow cake as a yellow cake.
Never.
Yes. You've heard it as what?
With the frosting,
whatever the frosting is. I've never just heard nobody say, hey,
that's a
Carl,
caramel
go to the
cake.
store and get me a yellow cake. I've
Right.
never heard that before. Now, I have heard chocolate, though. I have heard chocolate.
Double chocolate. Eat double chocolate.
I'm saying I've never heard of a yellow cake. So I know yellow cake to be based on what the frosting is. That's usually how they identify whatever a yellow cake is.
So what makes a cake yellow are eggs, the egg yolks. So if I didn't have egg yolks in this cake, it would be white.
Okay.
So then would it be a white cake or would it still be named by with a
Well, no,
frosting?
the yolk makes it yellow.
We would describe it as a white cake because it wouldn't have the egg yolks in it, which is why this cake is yellow because it has.
Good.
If it
Does it have flavor? Does the yellow itself has flavor? So the caramel cake. So if you take the icing off, of that yellow
cake,
cake,
what would they
what
call
does it
that
taste
cake?
like?
Well, it tastes like vanilla.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
just
called
never
a
had a
caramel.
yellow
But it's
cake
called a
before.
caramel cake. So
Ma, don't get into it.
Don't argue with the guest. Don't argue with the guest.
No.
She's the expert.
No. We'll get to CJ. I just don't want CJ.
These are really for CJ. I'm just trying to get the logic from it. So if you take the icing, I just want to say, hold on, let me say this. If you take the icing off of the cakes itself, the cake itself really doesn't have a taste.
Call Ma on the
almost, right?
side, Carl.
Well, I mean, it
Call Ma on
doesn't
the
taste
side.
it doesn't taste like the vanilla. I mean, it doesn't taste like the caramel. The caramel icing makes it taste like caramel.
Absolutely.
Right.
I've never had a yellow cake.
I put caramel on this cake too. I know caramel. I put it on this cake too, but the leading flavor is chocolate. The base of the cake itself is chocolate because it's enhanced with cocoa and melted chocolate.
I think you need to send me some to let me try and see.
Itself, without the caramel frosting, tastes like vanilla because we have vanilla extract in this.
So then,
cake.
is that a vanilla cake?
Yes, it can be described as.
But you call it a
But if I
caramel
put
cake.
chocolate on it, can I describe it as a chocolate cake?
For cake connoisseurs, the reason why I call it a yellow cake is a white cake can taste like vanilla too because it can have vanilla extract in it. People really know cake. A cake is yellow because it has egg yolks in it.
But you call it the name of the icing because that's a caramel
on that one.
Call it the name, not in this case, because that's how most people identify this cake.
There we go.
Main thing
That's it.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
So what if you had chocolate on it? Would they identify it as chocolate cake?
It was identifiable. So, I mean, okay, you don't know anything at all, and you just look at this.
Oh, no questions asked. Oh, no questions asked.
E, ask that question again, E, about the chocolate you said.
Because that one has caramel on it, and it's identified as a caramel cake. If I put chocolate on it, would they identify that as a chocolate cake?
Good question. So, and we do that two ways here at bakery. So this cupcake is a same yellow cake, but it has chocolate frosting. We don't identify this as a chocolate cake, but we put chocolate in the name because it's topped with chocolate. But the cake itself, and this cake is without, I tried to put the names here, but without even
that's double chocolate.
explaining to you what it is. You know
That's double chocolate. I love it.
Listen, I told all the ladies here in the bakery,
Yeah.
I asked them what makes a chocolate cake to them.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. We're going to take your word for it.
She already did.
Don't do
She
that.
said she already did.
She's going to take your word for it.
She already did.
Well, ma'am,
DJ try to set them all up for the.
Ma'am, I polled all the guys at Harold's Chicken, and they told me
what you got there, Andre? What's that?
Listen, you don't know what's inside of this cake, but just by looking at it, what is it?
It's chocolate cake.
Chocolate.
I don't care what's in it, but it's chocolate.
I'm saying just by
The icing. The icing is that's what he's saying. That he's looking at the icing and making a determination by the icing. Because he doesn't know what's inside.
It's gonna taste like chocolate. When the chocolate hit my tongue, it's chocolate. When the caramel hits my tongue, I taste caramel.
Hey, I want to send you my address though. I want to taste that velvet though.
That's the part I'm waiting on.
Nah.
I want to taste that velvet.
Listen, according to Webster, a chocolate cake is any cake that is flavored with melted chocolate, cocoa, or both. According to Urban Dictionary.
That's it. That's why. That's where Maul got that from. CJ is never on the Urban Dictionary. That's the problem.
No,
CJ not on the Urban Dictionary.
It says that the cake is made of chocolate. It's very yummy for most people, except the haters.
That's perfect. Hey.
Let me throw one wrench, see?
Okay.
Why do we call a red velvet a red velvet? What kind of icing is on that?
So red, because it's red. It's red. So the history of a red velvet cake is, it used to be called Red Devil, but we went away from the name.
I like that.
But the cake itself, you see it. The cake itself,
Oh yeah, but you taste the actual cake in that one, Carl. That's cake. That taste is strong.
But
I had a red velvet cake that almost tastes like chocolate. The cake.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's cocoa in this cake, and some people really go far with the cocoa. And so a lot of red velvet cakes look really dark because the cocoa they use more than we do. But a red velvet cake itself is a buttermilk cake, but it's enhanced with a little cocoa.
Oh, beautiful. Man, well, listen, Andre, you have been incredible for putting up with our foolishness. We are ridiculous. But listen, I want you to please, man, promote the business. Let them know where they can find you. Let them know where they can find you online.
Yeah,
let them know when you're in Atlanta, you better come by. Please let them know where they can follow you on IG, everything.
Yeah. So on IG, that's mainly how you can find us. And it's Cami Cakes Cupcakes. So easy.
CAMI.
CAMICAKES Cupcakes.
Andre, you are the best. I will see you soon. Like I said, I frequent all the locations. I just had one.
Congratulations to you as well.
Not long ago. We do it for birthdays, everything. So if you are in Atlanta, around Atlanta, ever visit Atlanta, go to Cami Cakes.
Do you ship out?
What was the conclusion here? What did you guys?
There is no conclusion. But I want to know, do you ship out?
We don't ship anymore. We should ship nationwide. And so maybe when the pandemic is over, we'll pick back up. But right now,
bump the pandemic. I give you permission to send in my house.
Hey, I can do that. Not a problem.
No, I do it. The conclusion, though, is real. And this has happened sometimes when we're dealing with CJ.
Yeah.
Right now, CJ is not is not concerned about the urban side of this thing at all. He's not concerned about the urban side in this case. This like the margarine sitting out on the counter right here. He's very biased right now.
Andrew, there's a history of them being very racist. I'm half white, and so they often tease me about that half white side, and because I like to be on.
Oh, we don't tease them at all. There are some things that are very. There are some things that are very.
And that's the point. You said it. CJ is just because on the outside he got a little brown chocolate on him, but on the inside he got the vanilla. So he's trying to justify his 50-50 split.
Thank you, Andra. We love you.
I like chocolate. This is chocolate.
Hey, thank you so much, Andra. Take care.
Frosted.
I'll see you at Cammy Cakes. Bye-bye.
That was a good one, Ma. He got frosting. He got a frosted.
Oh, man. I explained it in very full detail. And he said, in order for it to be a chocolate cake, young man. Now, this is the #1 chef in the world. I'm going to tell you what Maul said.
In the world.
In the world. He says, in order for it to be a chocolate cake, the cake must be chocolate.
Pow.
Come on. I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul.